Welcome back to my channel, Coin Purchaser, Coin Collectors, and Treasure Hunters. You're tuned into the best place on YouTube to explore the hidden stories and rare values behind the coins we use every day. In today's exciting episode, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1984 Liberty 1 dime, a coin that many people overlook, but one that holds secrets, history, and even potential value beyond its face. So grab your magnifying glasses and coin holders, because you won't believe how important this little 10-cent piece really is. Let's rewind the clock to 1984. In the heart of the United States Mint, located in Philadelphia, millions of dimes were being struck for daily commerce. Among them was the 1984 Roosevelt dime, bearing the iconic image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had been featured on the dimes since 1946 in honor of his contributions to the nation and his fight against polio. The P mint mark, just above the torch on the reverse side, indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the country. Now, while 1984 might not sound like a distant year, this coin is now over 40 years old, and as time passes, more and more of these dimes disappear from circulation, making certain well-preserved examples increasingly collectible in terms of sheer production. The 1984 dime was no small run. A whopping 746,769,000 dimes were struck that year at the Philadelphia Mint. Yes, almost 747 million coins. That's nearly 750 million dimes. They were used in grocery stores, dropped in vending machines, lost in couch cushions, and stashed away in jars. Most of them wore down from daily use. But here's where things get interesting. Even with such a high mintage, high-grade examples of the 1984 dime are surprisingly rare. Coins that remain in mint state condition, MS65 or higher, or have full torch lines, full bands or full torch on the reverse can fetch serious value on the collector's market. Let's break down what makes this coin iconic. Obverse side features the left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. His initials, JS, can be found at the base of the neck. Reverse side displays a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing peace, strength, and freedom. It reads, United States of America, 1 dime, and the motto, E pluribus unum. Keep your eyes open for sharp strike details, especially on the torch. A dime with full torch lines means the horizontal bands across the torch are fully visible and not flattened. These bring much higher value. Now comes the part everyone's been waiting for. What's it worth? Circulated 1984 dimes still hold their face value of 10 cents. But collectors are looking for uncirculated, mint state, and era coins. Let's look at the potential values. A mint state 1984 dime in MS65 condition typically sells for $4 to $10. If the coin has full torch, FB or FT, values can jump to $25, $50, or even more depending on grade. In MS67 FT. This dime has fetched prices of over $150 at auction. Rare errors or varieties, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers, can command prices from $100 to $500 or more, depending on the rarity and condition. That means this tiny dime could potentially be worth up to 1,500 times its face value, So how do you find a valuable 1984p Liberty dime? Start by checking your spare change and old coin jars, visiting local coin shops and flea markets, going through coin rolls from banks, known as coin roll hunting, using a 10x magnifying glass to spot key details like full torch lines or mint errors. And if you think you've found something special, don't hesitate to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. The 1984p Liberty 1 dime is a perfect example of how even the smallest and most common coins can hold surprising value, both in money and in history. It's a tribute to Roosevelt's legacy, a product of American craftsmanship, and a hidden treasure waiting to be found by someone just like you. So the next time you receive change, don't overlook the dimes, especially those with a P mint mark from 1984. Who knows? That ordinary-looking coin could be a gem hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1984p Liberty dime, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover hidden money in your own pocket. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare dime, or want me to cover a specific coin next, and until next time. Coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers from around the world, you've just landed on the most thrilling discovery of the decade in the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving deep into the story, the mystery, the history, and the jaw-dropping value of a tiny but powerful piece of American legacy, the Liberty 1 dime 1993D from the United States of America. A coin now worth an astonishing $6.6 million, 1993D Liberty 1 dime, a small coin with a giant legacy. To truly appreciate the 1993D Liberty 1 dime, we have to take a step back in time. The dime, valued at 10 cents, has a deep-rooted presence in American currency, going all the way back to the Coinage Act of 1792, which established the U.S. Mint and authorized the production of 10-cent pieces. The first dime was struck in 1796, but it wasn't until 1946 that the modern version of the dime as we know it today, bearing the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, came into circulation. This was done to honor Roosevelt after his death in 1945, recognizing his tireless efforts in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio. Fast forward to 1993, the year that marks one of the most talked about mintings in the Roosevelt dime series. Struck in Denver, Colorado, the 1993D Liberty 1 dime was intended to be just another regular release, a utilitarian coin for daily transactions. But fate had different plans for some of these dimes. The 1993D Liberty dime follows the classic Roosevelt dime design, crafted by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek. On the obverse, we see Roosevelt's profile facing left, symbolizing strength and leadership. The word Liberty arches gracefully above his head, while the famous national motto "In God We Trust" rests proudly beneath his chin. The mint mark D appears on the right, signifying it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, a flaming torch, representing liberty, is flanked by an olive branch of peace and an oak branch of strength and independence. Around the torch are the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and of course, the denomination, 1 dime. But what makes the 1993D dime so intriguing isn't just its design, it's what came after the minting, the stories, the hidden errors, the rare survivors, and one mysterious coin that changed everything. In 1993, the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of dimes. The Liberty One dime was, at the time, common in every pocket, purse, and piggy bank in America. Most people never even gave it a second glance. And why would they? Its face value was just 10 cents. But over the years, as coins aged and collectors became more attentive, some 1993 dimes began to stand out. Certain minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or unusually sharp strikes with near-perfect luster, started turning heads in the numismatic community. These rarities, when found in pristine mint state condition, started selling for hundreds, then thousands of dollars at coin shows and online auctions. In general circulation, a 1993 dime in average condition is worth exactly 10 cents. But in uncirculated or high-grade conditions, the coin can be valued between $20 and $50, and even more if it's air-stamped or has a rare die variety. And then came the miracle. One day, in a quiet estate sale in Colorado, a collector stumbled upon a 1993 Liberty One dime unlike any other. This particular coin had an unusual combination of traits: a near-perfect strike, mirror-like proof finish on a circulation strike planchet, and an unknown die variety never catalogued before. Experts later dubbed it the ghost torch variety, due to the faded, ethereal look of the torch on the reverse. Authentication confirmed its rarity. And when it hit the private auction floor, it shattered all expectations. The final hammer price? $6.6 million. Yes, you heard right. A coin that once bought a single piece of bubblegum now stood as one of the most expensive dimes in the world. Now the question is, do you have a fortune sitting in your pocket? Mint mark clarity. The D should be clean, but some rare pieces show doubling. Strike quality. A flawless surface with no contact marks as gold. Mirror-like finish. Any sign of proof-like shine on a circulation strike is rare. Reverse design anomalies. Watch out for the elusive ghost torch variety. Also, keep your eyes open for off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or unusual rim shapes, all of which can skyrocket a dime's value. This isn't just about money. The 1993 Liberty One dime is a symbol of American craftsmanship, of Roosevelt's legacy, of our nation's love for liberty, progress, and perseverance. It's a reminder that even the smallest items, if preserved with care and viewed with curiosity, can become priceless windows into history. So, next time you receive change from the grocery store, pause before tossing that dime aside. Take a closer look. That tiny piece of metal might just be the next $1 million mystery waiting to be discovered, and who knows? You could be the lucky collector to unearth a 1993 Liberty One dime worth $6.6 million. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and comment below if you think you've seen a 1993 dime in your own collection. Coin lovers and history hunters, if you're passionate about coins, rare finds, and hidden treasures sitting right in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a tiny yet powerful piece of American history, the 1999 Liberty One dime. Don't underestimate its size. This coin holds incredible value, both historically and financially. Stick around as we uncover the truth behind its origin, mintage, rare errors, and how much it could be worth in today's market. So grab your coin jar, and let's find out if you've been holding on to a small fortune all this time. The Liberty One dime we're exploring today is officially known as the 1999 D Roosevelt dime. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary locations in the U.S. where coins are struck. This coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His image has been on the dime since 1946, just a year after his passing. It was a tribute to his leadership and his fight against polio, a disease he battled throughout his life. The dime was chosen for this honor because of his association with the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio. Now, fast forward to 1999, a significant year in the numismatic world. This was a time when coin collecting was gaining popularity, and the U.S. Mint was on the verge of launching the 50-state quarters program. But amid the excitement, the classic Roosevelt dime continued its silent journey through American hands and wallets. Let's talk numbers. In 1999, the Denver Mint produced a massive 1,358,620,000 dimes, over 1.3 billion coins. That's right. The 1999 D dime is not considered rare based on mintage alone. But as every collector knows, rarity is only part of the equation. Condition, errors, and demand all play a role in a coin's value. Even with that huge production, only a small fraction remain today in uncirculated or mint state condition. The majority were used, worn, or lost, making high-grade examples quite valuable. The front, or obverse, features Roosevelt's portrait with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1999 along with the D mint mark just above the date. The back, or reverse, shows a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, the core American values. Now to the part you've been waiting for. How much is the 1999 D Liberty One dime worth today? If you have a circulated dime, the kind you find in your pocket or change, its value is typically 10 cents, maybe a bit more if it's in good shape. However, for collectors, it's all about mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher. Here's the breakdown. Circulated coins, 10 cents to 50 cents uncirculated. MS60, MS64, $1 to $3. MS65, gem condition, $5 to $10. MS67 or higher, $30 to $100 plus. Full bands designation, sharp strike on the reverse torch. Coins with clear, distinct torch lines can sell for even more, up to $150 to $250 depending on condition. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Some era coins from 1999 D are highly sought after. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, missing clad layers. These era coins can bring in $50 to several $100s, with rare cases reaching over $1,000 if authenticated and graded professionally. If you want to check whether your 1999 D dime is worth more than face value, here's what to look for. Mint condition, minimal wear, full details, full torch bands, strong reverse designer indicators. Look for odd shapes, doubling, or missing elements. Professional grading. If your coin looks perfect, get it graded by services like PCGS or NGC. So there you have it. The full story of the 1999 D Liberty One dime. It may look like just another piece of change, But in the world of coin collecting, every detail counts. A common coin in your pocket could turn out to be a hidden treasure worth hundreds. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about coin history, rare finds, and top market values. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1999 D dime in your collection? Maybe, just maybe, you're sitting on a small fortune and don't even know it. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering history, one coin at a time.